Ching Tao. Assalamu alaikum. Hello. I feel like I missed one. But anyway, hello. Welcome to Yeah, I Said It. And my name is Kaya. First, I want to say thank you for the new followers. Like, okay, I'm getting a little scared, but I have meaningful things to say. So I'm trying to embrace it. But I just was trying to glide through YouTube lightly, peacefully. But welcome. Thank you. Hopefully, I don't disappoint you guys. Just don't have no high expectations here. Um, I'm real honest and like to keep it real. But I want you to grab your drink, your snack, your blanket, your weed, your wine, whatever you need to make yourself comfortable in the environment you're in order to enjoy this video. Do so, and I will meet you back here in a second. Well, not a second, but in a little bit. And I'm going to discuss how I caught my ex fucking his sister. Pew, ooh, ooh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you guys are back. So am I. I'm not going to be long. I know I always say that, and then the video end up being like an hour. But this is so disgusting that I really want to make these very brief. But my life is more like when people look at me, especially when I'm dressed, when I'm all well groomed, they look at me like I don't have issues in my life and my life's so perfect and all of this, whatever they thinking, which is, I wish it was like that, but it's not. But, their expectations of how my life is like over the top. And little do they know, if they only knew, I've been through some things. So I've seen a lot of things and I attract a lot of things in people. And I never understood that. And the more gifted I became, the more I understood and accepted it. But I had oh goodness, this was a whole mess. But I'm gonna sum it up. I had did my first bid. I took that bid, even though I wasn't in the wrong. I was doing was defending myself, and my aunt didn't even speak up for me, which that would have helped a whole lot, and it would have changed the whole entire scene. Matter of fact, the first lawyer that I had died. The first lawyer I had on this case died. Okay. Other than that, I would have got off. And for some reason, this man died. Like, and I'm like, hold up, something ain't right. I said, this is a fucking setup. But if you know how to play life and trust the intuitions of the ancestors, they all try to set us up. But if you listen to those ancestors and those guides, you can get up out of that. Like dead ass. I mean, there's a lot of suffering, and you're gonna cry from time to time, good and for bad. Cause I be like, thank you, God. I be happy, you know. But how I end up there is how I end up with this guy is I got out of jail and my husband had some woman call his phone and I'm like, say no more. I've been praying to get out of this marriage anyway because I'm married in 4 months after I met him. Like I'm just like that free spirited. I just you never know when you're gonna die, pass away to the next mission. So, back then I just used to enjoy life. So, and I just wanted to do right with God. I wanted to be so close to God so much, even though that was my imaginary friend, but I felt like I wasn't close enough, you know, and I felt like something was missing. But anyway, let's move along. So I end up moving. I left my husband, end up moving with one of the church members for like a week until I, found somewhere else to move because I had just got out of jail. Like, oh my God, my stuff was in storage. I didn't feel like digging through that, so I didn't have everybody's phone number. It was just like crazy. Some people I just didn't want to move with, and I just rather just be doing what I was doing. So I ended up being cool though, because money talk. You feel me? So, not saying I'm rich. It's just that I make what I need, basically. I don't need for much, and I'm simple, and I'm realistic with my shit. And at the end of the day, real rap. The more you have, the higher the level the enemies become. It's just like everything is just messy. I just prefer my low key life. I used to always want, oh, I want this fabulous, oh, big, loud life, and nah, that shit is not healthy, not at all. So I like my low key. I be dressing and throwing on shit like I'm Puerto Rican and shit, and you'll never know who I am. But I was moving along, so I ended up moving with my cousin. We call them cousins. I moved with her. She was a control freak, doing witchcraft on me. So I ended up getting with an old schoolmate, and I don't know why I was helping them out with their little shade, but yeah, I got caught up in that. And while living with my cousin, I had met a guy through my uncle. Oh Lord, I don't know why I did that, but the guy seemed nice and whatever. Ended up moving with him. Um, no, ended up moving with somebody from school because I went back to high school. I dropped out, but I went back to high school. Graduated with my diploma, not a GED, and it was called the Twilight Program. So I went to school with the regular students, the teenagers, and all that, and it was such an amazing experience. I even got called to the fucking principal's office, with one of the little young boys having a crush on me and then trying to start trouble with me. It was just crazy. And then kind of find out he had a crush on me. It was like so crazy, Like it was just crazy. But I was like, damn, I still got it, but I don't go around messing with children. It was wild, yo. It was wild. So yeah, but I loved it. Like shout outs to the teenagers, y'all rock. A lot of old heads don't feel comfortable around y'all and don't like you guys, but I do. I fucks with you guys. I don't understand half the shit y'all say, but y'all break it down to me, and I be like, all right, I love it, and I'm young at heart, so fuck it. So I ended up moving, with her, whatever, and I said, fuck it, I'm moving with him. I save money. All about saving my money. I got plans and goals, still do. And one day, we went to his people's house. They had another house. We stayed at one house, but his mother had passed away. So it was just him and his sister. So kind of find out the boy was a whole rapist. And yes, he was raping these women. It was crazy because he tried to shit on me. It was just crazy. Like I say, yeah, wow, these women is not making things up, and for the state of Philadelphia to let this man go is preposterous by the simple fact that it's ironic how women that don't even know each other keep saying the same shit. Like this nigga is not the bomb ass nigga. He not all the fuck bad. He alright. You know what I'm saying? So these girls are not making this shit up. This dude is literally raping these girls, and he gets away with it. And I'm like, what the? It was crazy. One day I was about to throw fucking bowl of hot water on his ass, and I think I was making grits or something. He looked at me and he said, "I wish you would." He seen the look in my eyes, like, yo, that was when I knew that it was time to get the fuck up out of there. And this was after I found out, he was all right. So we went to stay with his peoples, right? We went to stay the night. So we staying the night, and daytime come. First of all, I didn't understand. Okay, we all sleeping in the same bed because the people in the house, his family in the house was nice enough to let us use the bed because the whole house was occupied. Like he had it's family oriented, so it wasn't no room. So we was given the back room so we can all lay in the bed. Everybody from the house where we was staying at, which was his house, and he had like other people staying there too, but all of them didn't come. It was like renting a room or whatever. Anyway, so we lay in, and I'm wondering why his sister lay in. First of all, I slept in the bed with family members. You know what I mean? Grown children, all of that. And just certain people, depending on who it is, you got to lay on the bottom of the bed. This bitch lays on the same end. We all facing the same way. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's just how they are. I ain't fucking my brothers. So, okay, well, maybe they just cool like that. Okay, it's nothing. Hey, King. Hi, welcome, welcome. So I'm sitting there like, okay, it ain't nothing. I'm being censored too. I'm being shadow banned. Okay. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. So, in the morning time when a guy wake up, his penis be hard. Like, so I ain't gonna lie. I'm not saying I'm trifling, but I have classy snuff, and y'all can't tell me y'all ain't never sneak fuck. Like, maybe, know, y'all had to stay the night and certain people had to sleep in the same bed or whatever, y'all sneaking fucking shit, thinking everybody sleep or whatever. Well, if you didn't do it, I did it. So I know what a sneak fuck is. You feel me? So I'm like, I just bust out and said, ew, nasty motherfuckers. And then guy said, don't move the blanket because his dick is going to be out. And I'm like, oh my God, these motherfuckers, like, if it's morning time, nigga, I'm your girl. You should be facing me. Your dick is going to be hard when you wake up. And I know that for a fact. So why is you facing your sister? And why is it movement? Why do I feel movement? So that was like disgusting as fuck. It was nasty as shit. And they nasty like that. And if he raping other girls, I'm sure he did that with his sister because she would be so scared of him, so timid around him. It wasn't even funny. And she had her to be pregnant. I'm like, I'm surprised if it wasn't his fucking baby. And we're not gonna act like we don't know that it's family members that be doing some odd shit that look a little too friendly. Okay? Because I'll never forget this guy in no, not South Philly, I'm lying. In West Philly, and he was a stripper. I don't know his stripper name or whatever. But like always, people always telling me shit they ain't got no business telling me. So they was like, yeah, he had sex with his mom. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck, yo? Like, and he's trying to holler at me. I'm like, oh God, like, who does that shit? Like, you literally got guys out here that fuck with their moms. I never forget. Matter of fact, the nigga name I got on my neck. His mom, yo, I was so scared of this lady ever since then. It was just so odd and so weird. This whole fucking family. It's like when I come around, your whole life gonna change, whether good or bad. I don't know, depending on your karma, depending on what you did. But I have never in my life been around people and nothing never changed, never. So I went around his family and met his people. He's a twin, and his father. I caught his father watching me sleep one day. We was on it, we was fucked up. And I had to be sitting in the living room and just fell asleep and caught his father looking at me. And I told him, I let him know, like, yo, your dad, like, that shit made me uncomfortable. So a little while after that, the father ended up leaving the mom. I guess he like, shit, if my son can get a babe like her, shit, I know I fuck this family. I'm out of his bed. Anything is possible. I don't know, but the motherfucker ended up leaving, okay? It must have been his son. Like, no, that's not. So he ended up leaving his fucking family. And one day his mom, we were sitting at the table, and his mother, did some shit with her tongue. And it made me so uncomfortable. And I was looking like, that made me think like, what the fuck is you and your mom doing? That your mother had to lick her lips like so sensual like that. It scared the shit out of me. Like that shit made me really, really uncomfortable. I just could not believe it. Like how your mom doing her lips like she was about to like gobble something the fuck up. And then she gave me this nasty ass look like she would devour me, with her tongue. And I'm like, ew. And then his sister, like I'm the type, like I'm tender headed and my my spot is in my hair. I don't know if it's a Leo thing or what, but both my parents are Leo, so am I. So that's that real cat shit, like that ass. Like it feel like something crawling in the back of my neck, and it don't be nothing crawling there. Like so, I don't know if this a cat thing. I have no fucking clue. But all I know is that bitch made me uncomfortable. She just looked at me like I was a whole snack, and I'm like, damn, like. And then her son, he was a mama's boy, and I'm like, well, damn, what else is your mom doing for you? Because she act like you're her man, like she was like so possessed and obsessed with her son and trying to get him away from me. And that wasn't the only mother though. But you got to realize these motherfucking people really be into their family members, and some people don't even realize that. You know, because when you've been taught something and used to seeing something, you don't think it's nothing wrong with that, depending on what it is. You feel me? And especially if you somebody that never, and these are people that never really been out the neighborhood, never even been out of their state, so they don't get to see shit to know that shit is not normal. But for him to be fucking his sister while I was laying there, I thought that was the nastiest ass shit. It was fucking disgusting. It was fucking trifling. I couldn't believe it. And then, I got mad at myself because I'm like, how the fuck am I attracting these kind of fucking people? Like, it really made me question myself. And that's what really made me start seeking, like, who the fuck am I? Why am I here? I started asking fucking questions, like, because I'm not understanding why the fuck do I get to meet people like that? Because I don't judge people. I don't look, you be any way you want. I don't give a fuck. As long as you ain't trying to hurt me, I don't give a shit. Period. Just don't try to hurt me, please. Other than that, I can try to understand where you're coming from, or maybe I can feel that because I feel a lot, you know, and maybe I can try to help you. That's always my mindset. But I gotta learn that that's just not the way it's supposed to be, and that's not the way it is. And I'm gonna end up getting myself hurt. Keep inviting the wrong people because I'm always embracing people, even when people leave messages on my fucking YouTube. It ain't that I don't have no life. Trust me. If I'm busy, I won't answer that shit. But I, you know, it doesn't intervene in anything. So I like to comment back right away. That's just how I am. Not that I'm desperate or lonely. Hell no, I'm never bored. I'm never lonely. When people say that, I be looking like, oh God, I can't see me wanting to deal with a person that say that they be bored and lonely. Like what the fuck? Because people like that end up doing stupid shit and doing shit that they don't have no goddamn business doing. So I just felt like that was real nasty. And his name is Holly in Philly. Where they lived at in North Philly. North Philly, nasty ass niggas. Going around raping girls. They call themselves Holly. And I thought that was crazy because I could call myself Hollywood acting Barbie and everybody started wanting to use Barbie and shit. So I said, fuck it, let me just change it to Hollywood. Like, goddamn, everybody want to be Barbie now. Wasn't nobody Barbie at first, though, because Barbie was considered being white. But I was like, fuck that. I'm interracial, motherfucker. Crackers used to ask me that all the time in the bar. It used to be crazy, but I'm witty as fuck, so I ain't give a fuck. Them motherfuckers end up giving me mad money, buying me what I wanted, whatever. Cause I didn't back down from them crackers. So trust me, they only bully and fuck with certain people. They know you about that life. They ain't fucking with you. I'm telling you. Only ones that fuck with you is the ones that fucking like really know how to fucking shoot and know that real karate shit. And some of them won't even fuck with you either. They'll take your martial arts. A scared motherfucker kill your ass, and that don't, it depends on the person. That don't mean that your moves is going to work, but it can help you get as how can I say it? You won't get as hurt. So they tell them that too. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of sick. And you got grown ass women. Don't get it fucked up. You got women. You'd be surprised how many women. I be having women in my family looking at me up and down. I be like, oh my butt is flat. Oh girl, no, it's not. And I'm looking like, well, what? How the fuck did you know? Why are you looking at my ass? Instead of saying, let me see. But I would say, let me see, because I ain't checking your ass out. Never did. So I need to see what you're talking about. Because it's just, just certain things you just don't do. This family, you don't look at them like you look at other people and stuff like that. I know I don't. I just don't. Because I know how the devil can get in your head and tempt people to do things and shit like that. Oh, yeah. Put in your mind. But it's not what you think. It's what you act on, what you hear. You can think whatever. But the thing is, what you going to do about what the fuck you thinking about? Knowing you ain't got no business about that shit. What you going to do with that? Are you casting it out? I'm casting it out. You know. I just want to say that my apology postponed it when the not touching bases about it. My apologies. I'm running. I was ready to buy it quick. My cousin like, wait a minute, just go find out what's wrong with that. Look, bitch was making moves real quick for 2 days. I was like, God, look, I'm ready to cop something now. But I'm still ready to get something else. But before I do that, I'm gonna get my kitchen deck. And then I'll go ahead and get me another car. But I want to keep the one I had because it's cinnamon. That's the first car I ever had in my name. And my graduation gift. So I do want to get another. I want to get a luxury car. So that could be my little hoopty, my little everyday car, my little work car. And then if I want to go out or I'm not going too far or whatever, then I'll use the vehicle I'm going to purchase. I ain't going to stay yet because, I mean, I don't know. I hate all my shit. So, like that. But since my baby is all beat up, because I was ready to get rid of it, I'm like, look, you want to late because, well, what God told me was, how I'm going to bless you if you keep trying to hold on to it. I can't be up, so I want to keep both cars. So I'm gonna just get the neck done first. And I'm gonna say, I love my birthday. Birthday August 13th. So I would like to get me a car and a dog by then. We'll see. Or around here. But everybody trying to talk me out of this car, and I don't. I want what I want. And I hate when people try to talk me out of it. Somebody, it's expensive. The parts are expensive. Well, what's expensive? Because if it's like $200-$400, that's not expensive. To you, that's expensive. That's not expensive to me. I'm a Leo. Anybody know Leos? We're materialistic. So fucking $200 to $400 for some bricks. I thought it was gonna be like stacks and shit. I thought they was gonna say like, oh, it's like $1,500. If it's $1,500 for some bricks, then I'd be like, oh hell no. you know. But if it's like $100 for a uh fucking oil change and all that, that ain't shit. People talk y'all out of you know what you want. But I will say this though, I'm gonna go with what's convenient, and what's convenient is just get my car fixed because it's cheaper, and just save up so I can get what I want for my birthday. My birthday is in like what 3 months? What's this month? May, June, July, August. Yeah, my birthday in 3 months. So we'll see. But I want to get something else. But then I'd rather get the deck. I don't know yet. I don't know. Which one would you guys do? The car? Because I already have a car. So would you do the deck or the car? I'm thinking about the deck. And then get the car and the dog. And then I can go ahead back to doing other stuff around the house. But anyway, what it's like without love and laughter. Even if you gotta hug yourself, your mother, your child, your dog, your cat, hug someone, just feed that heart. When you feed the heart, you live longer. Stay strong, be smarter, and I will be back with another video, you guys. Sorry I had to talk about a topic like this, but these are everyday things, and people always wondering how I overcome these things, and you just gotta leave people alone. Now that I'm more mature and I'm growing and I'm spiritual, I just, when I see it, I leave it alone. You know, I want to give an update too about the neighbor. You know, the guy that I was chilling with that was selfish, and and he wondered why I'm not, like talking to him like that. And I'm like, nigga, you're not even in my caliber. You're nowhere on my level. And you're a neighbor. I don't fuck with neighbors. Like, and I made that clear, and he don't seem to understand that. Like, get the fuck out of here. But anyway, and then niggas wonder why I cursed him out. And I be nice at first, so like, how fucking nice you want me to be? You want me to be so fucking nice that your dick is in my mouth and all my holes in my body? That's how nice you want me to be? Like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Fuck out of here. That it irks the fuck out of me. That is a pet peeve for me. You know? And then for him not to, like, you was supposed to cook. You ain't even say, damn, my dad, I know I said I was going to cook, but I'm tired or this or that. But you just thought that I was just this gutted ass bitch, that I didn't even deserve that. Like, where's the fucking respect? Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't fuck with people like that. I don't care if I'm not the girl. Have respect. If you telling me that we supposed to chill and you don't, all you gotta do is call me and let me know, like, look, I know I said we were going to chill, but and I'll be like, okay. That's having a little respect, courtesy. I come over your house for the first fucking time. Accommodate me. Not turn your light off like we about to kiss and shit in the dark. Nasty ass living in somebody's fucking basement. But look at me going on. Hey, look, I'm talking shit and it might not resonate to your ass, but I'm sure it'll resonate to somebody else. Because we all end up trying to, get rid of some motherfucking body we ain't really attracted to that try to throw themselves on you. And that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to throw himself at me. And I don't like him. He's gonna make me get real ignorant, and I don't want to do that. But he's gonna make me sit that ass down. You living in somebody's basement, you don't have no license, you don't have no car, you can't read, that's why you don't have a license. Fucking riding a bike to the store, bitch, what? Anyway, you guys, until next video, okay? And whatever you do, control your hormones, stop trying to fuck your family members, alright? Deuces.